welcome back to Celebration Elevation. I am going to be talking today about the crafts that I made in my blog this week for the children's book Baby Shower. So the first one that I'm going to show you was this is the decoupaged letter that I showed in the blog, and I'm just going to kind of show how to make it because I forget that some people might not have done decoupage before, and like one of my best friends, Kristen, she said, oh, I didn't even know about this Mod Podge. And so I feel like I'm a failure as a friend because I never told her about it. So what I did first is I made a bunch of copies from like some of my favorite children's books and just made them on my color copy machine. So it wasn't anything special. I thought I was gonna run out of ink because I've made so many copies, but I didn't. But anyway, so I made just some of the most colorful copies I could make. So today I'm gonna do an A for Adrien, because that's my niece and her birthday's coming up. So there's two ways you can do this. You can either rip it and have that effect, or you can cut it with scissors and have that effect. So I'm just gonna, basically, we're just gonna rip it into a few different, and you don't want the shapes to be exact either. You just want to have like different shapes, and I hope I'm not making too much noise on the microphone with the tearing. Okay, so, I have to tell you, like I always do, I have to watch my video because I have to edit. So, and my son helps me with that, but, so I was watching it last week the first time through, and I'm watching it with my husband, and I'm like, oh my God, get to the point, woman. Like, you're just blabbing on and on and on. And he's laughing hysterically now because that's just what I do. So for the first time, I have to see me blabbing on and on and on and on about nothing. And so he was like, oh my God, the boys would love this. It's funny because at my son's wedding, I gave like one of the toasts, and it was more like a speech because it was like 4 pages long. But I mentioned in there that I'm quite verbose, and if you've ever like received a phone call from me, or a text, or a email, you would know. And all of a sudden, I can hear like people clapping in the audience, and this is like, okay, I know this about myself. I'm admitting it. So, I don't know. So I guess that's why this would be good for me, right? So because I can talk and I can do my crafts and but oh my God, I was just yammering on about nothing. So this week I really wanted to show you things instead of just sitting here being a talking head, because that was just painful to watch. Okay, so I've torn up a few different pieces, and so I'm going to angle it down again. So this is the Mod Podge, Kristen. So it comes in, this is matte, there's shiny, and I forget what the other one is, but it's just a water-based glue, sealer, and finish. It's really cool because you can glue your stuff on. Is there a happy medium here? So you can glue your stuff on, but you also seal it with the same stuff. See, I'm like, okay. So, and you could just set it right on, and you don't have to be neat about any of this, because you don't want to be, and that's the best look about it. Okay, now I need to just point it down. Forget about me. Okay, so you're gonna go across, and down the side with the pieces of paper like this, and then just take different ones. Like this obviously is from a different book than that was from, so I'm just dipping back into there, and I'm overlapping. I don't know if you can see that. So I'm overlapping the pieces of paper, and that way you can't see the edges, obviously, that go there. It's just sort of supposed to look like one kind of seamless, crazy piece of paper over something. You could decoupage. People do furniture and all kinds of stuff with decoupage, and I've seen people do it with tissue paper, which is also really pretty because it gives a whole different effect as well. And the hungry caterpillar, the very hungry caterpillar. Oh my gosh, that was such a sad part. Well, not sad, but going through all the baby books and stuff because I don't throw my kids' baby books away. Well, at least not the ones that are sentimental, which is pretty much everything to me. But I was going through them, and it's so cute remembering, Goodnight Moon. I mean, we knew that book forwards and backwards. We did not have to read that thing. We just knew Goodnight Moon. And same with the Hungry Caterpillar. Oh, I love Eric Carle and the way he does. That's interesting too. I don't know if you know this. So Eric Carle, who did the Very Hungry Caterpillar. Here's my first page of it. Well, okay, so he did all these books, but he used, I watched this thing on him, and he used tissue paper to create these effects in his books to do these illustrations, and I think it was so interesting. So I'm just continuing on with this, and I'm not going to make you watch this entire thing, but I just wanted you to kind of get the idea of what you do for this, and you're going to keep going over the back too. So you're going to wrap around with your pieces of paper. You're going to wrap all the way around the back, and when I was doing the last one, I was like, oh God, I got to get that stupid sticker off. No, you don't have to get the sticker off because you're going to just decoupage right on over the sticker, so don't worry about that. So anyway, another thing I showed in the, another thing I showed in the, I'm in my kitchen, by the way, that's one of my windows, and I'm in front of my pantry. And if you hear my dogs, I'm sorry, because I have 3 dogs, and if they see like the UPS guy or the Federal Express guy or anybody, and we live up off the road, but they can see them and they can hear them, which is so weird. We have a lab, we have a little Maltipoo, and we have a hound dog, and so it's quite a symphony when they start barking. Anyway, so this is another little decoration I showed on the blog, and it was just taking a few of your children's books. These are just the little golden books, and just putting ribbon around it and putting it on your table, and then you can put a vase of flowers on that, or you could put food on that, your food plates or whatever you want. But that's a perfect thing. And it's another thing I have is these free printables, and you can print it out on like cardstock. This is just regular paper, but it says this book belongs to, and then there's a blank line, and then it says given by, and another blank line. So if you don't know the baby's name yet, if it's the baby shower, then you could just leave the first line blank and put who it's from. And if you do happen to know the baby's name, you can put that on there too. And then what I did for my niece's baby shower is I cut them all out, and I and then I put, those little squares that you can get for scrapbooking, like they're double back tape kind of squares. And so I put those on the back, and then obviously didn't take the second piece of little paper off of it, so they weren't sticky. So I sent those in with the invitations and asked people to bring a book instead of a card for the mommy, and so that was fun. And if you planned your baby shower already and you didn't do that, you could just have a stack of these at the tables, or people could they can write them on the inside of the book, which is fine too. I just thought that the little book plates were cute, so that's why I did those for the baby shower. So the next thing I want to show you is the bookmark that I made. Okay, I'm back. I went and I picked a couple little flowers. I don't know which is going to work. I'm showing nothing here. I don't know which is going to work better. I think this one to lay it flat in the... No, I dropped it. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay. All right. Now, Yeah, this one's already, nah. Okay, so it's this guy. Okay, so what I did was, so you can use any color cardstock that kind of goes with your theme. So I just took light blue right now, and I cut it to about the size of a bookmark. And this one I was just winging it too, so it could be whatever size. So then I have a lot of little old antique kind of books that are like yellowed and just have old pages and old writing on them. And so I took that and I made copy. And so when you make a copy of it, if it's color, it'll come out with that aged look. So I did that. I cut a piece of the cardstock. I cut a piece of the piece of paper that's from the book. And so what I did is I just made it a little bit smaller so you could see sort of a border of the cardstock around it. Okay, so you want to cut them. You want to cut the cardstock about whatever size you want your bookmark. You can look at another bookmark you have or just kind of wing it the way I did. And then you want to take the piece of paper that you made the copy from the book. And if you're doing this for a gift, which is a really cool gift, this we did as favors because it's like it's a book shower, a book themed shower. So, but you could do this as a gift for a friend or anyone. I would love a bookmark like this. In fact, I'm gonna keep this bookmark after I make it. So you could use like one of their favorite authors or something and have that part show up. It doesn't have to be an old book, or it could be a sheet of music. That would be pretty. Oh, that would be really cool. Okay, so that's what I would do. What you're gonna do is you could use like those little, it would probably be best if you used the little double stick tape, but I'm just gonna use regular tape because that's what I have with me. So I'm just kind of trying to make it kind of centered, although it looks like I kind of cut one of them crooked. Hold on. Hey, by the way, if you like the content of these videos and you like what I'm showing you and you want to see more, please hit the subscribe button, that little red button on there. It would help me out so much. YouTube doesn't let us get too far if we don't have enough subscribers. So like I can actually change my YouTube channel to my name instead of all these weird letters, which is what it is right now. And I can, they will start recommending my videos to people. So please hit the subscribe button. Also hit the thumbs up button if you like it. And I would love to hear your comments anytime. Okay, so I've now fixed that a little bit. So now I am centering pretty much. I'm not a perfectionist. People think that I am because I do crafty stuff, but I'm just really not. I'm just not. You can check any projects in my house and nothing is very, very perfect. Oh, see, like I got that? Okay, this is gonna bug me though. I guess I am a little bit of a perfectionist because this is gonna bug me because the top is still a little crooked. Hold on. I'm fixing it really fast. Okay. Okay, better. Okay. So I lied. I guess a little bit of the perfectionism comes out on me. Okay, so now I'm just going to take a little piece of tape because I don't want it to show. And I am going to just center this. I'm just going to put a little piece of tape just over the back like that so that it's just holding it in place. And then I'm going to do one more little piece of tape at the bottom. Okay. Then this is where you can, if it's, you can write to somebody's name. If you're doing it just as a gift, you could put a baby shower and a date. You could put, whatever it is, or you can leave it blank. So I did this one. I did the baby shower and then date of the baby shower. But like I said, if you're doing it for a friend, you could do a friend's name, print one out in color, or you could use like the letter stickers. You could do initials. I always get all these ideas while I'm telling you something. And you could do this and you could do that. Okay, so then the other thing you do is you take a little flower, so wax paper, then you, angling down again, okay, so I put my wax paper down, then I am putting the bookmark here, I'm putting the little flower where I want it, and I'm just gonna kind of press it with my fingers, just a little bit here. You can do as big as you want, or you could do just like a sprig of some kind of herb if you want it. Okay, so now I'm taking the other side of the wax paper and I'm putting it down. And then what I did, just for the other one that I made, is I was making it and then I was gonna take pictures of it, so I didn't have a long time. So I just took some books and I just pressed it down, and you can see already that it's already pressing the flower right where I wanted it. So that's pretty awesome. Okay, then what I told you in the blog is I happen to have a laminator, and I didn't get this actually for crafting, it was for work before, but I have a laminator, so that works really cool. I don't know if you have one or know somebody who has one, but if you don't, it's no big deal, because what I've done before is just use contact paper, clear contact paper. You could use matted or you could use shiny clear, either way, and just put your bookmark on the, why am I having a hard time saying this? Put your bookmark on the contact paper, and then put the next piece on top of it, and then just press it together really good, and then just cut it out. Okay, so what I'm gonna do right now though is I'm gonna laminate it, and when you laminate it, you get these little, you can get these little pockets. Where's the pocket? Okay, so it's a pocket like this. Well, I guess it's not a pocket, it's a fold over. So you put your object in the fold over, again, showing you. So I just put this right inside of this, like this. And then, oops, my flower moved, hold on. And it doesn't matter if your bookmark moves or if it's not straight, because you're just gonna cut around it anyway, so it's not like it has to match the paper. Okay, stay flower, you were perfect before. Okay. There we go. Well, yeah, it's okay. All right. Good enough. Okay, then why am I still messing with it? Okay, good enough. All right, so I'm going to run it through the laminator, and I don't have the plug right here. So I'm gonna run it through the laminator and then come right back and show you. So, and you see the flower is just pressed right in there, and now it's preserved. So you don't have to do the whole drying of the flower thing, and you know, however long that takes. So now we've laminated it. Ow, it's hot. Now we've laminated it, and you have it in your plastic. And if you were doing this like for a party or whatever, you definitely, I would do more than one in a little packet thing. You can, you know, do your little bookmarks all the way across and then laminate it like that. Then you're going to take your handy dandy cutter like I did before, and I'm just going to cut a little bigger than, I'm going to cut it a little bit bigger than the bookmark itself, so outside the blue line. Okay, so I just trimmed up the bookmark, and then the next thing you do is you take your ribbon, and just however long, just take any color you wanted that goes with your theme. I just did pink, and then you just want to, you don't even have to do a bow or anything. You're just going to do like a little knot. There it is. And then you just trim the end off at an angle. Just you should have sharp scissors, not like these. I'm gonna cut myself for the second time. Okay, there and there. I think that's all I wanted to show you guys this time. Hopefully it was informative for you. I will do this again next week, and I'm going to start the slow process of planning the Halloween party soon. So I'll just be giving like little tips on that one too. Also, go on my website and sign up for my newsletter. Just put your email in, and I'm going to do that once a month, and that will come out early September for the first one. So sign up for that. You can also find me on Pinterest. It is celebration_elevation, and on Instagram, celebration_elevation, and on Facebook. I believe it's the same thing. No, on Facebook I think it's The Celebration Elevation, or under Teresa Lynn. Either way. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I will see you back next week. Thanks. Bye. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to angle this downward so you can see this instead of me. So we are going to, okay, so there's two, now I feel stupid because it's like halfway up my face. Okay, so I have like, I've torn up a few different pieces, and so I'm going to angle it down again. You can glue your stuff on. Is there a happy medium here? You can glue your stuff on, but you also seal it with the same stuff. See, I'm like, okay, the best look about it. Okay, now I need to just point it down. Forget about me. Okay, so another thing I showed in the, hello, and like when you want, okay, when you want, okay, I'm gonna start over right here. So really fun, and I'm gonna have to cut right now because I forgot to go get a flower. So I will cut and get a flower. Okay, I'm back. Cardstock around it. So, oh, I think I just gave myself a paper cut. Oh man. So, then you want to, I didn't get a piece of tape. Okay, oh, I forgot wax paper. Back with my wax paper. Okay, and then the next thing you do is you take your paper, you take your hole punch. Thank you. Thank you, Teresa, you're welcome. Okay, see, this is me, and kind of weird.